Do you hear that? Listen. It's silence. When's the last time you've had silence in your life? We're always so busy, so filled with noise. When's the last time we put down the cell phone, or turned off the radio or television, or took the earbuds out of our ears, just to have some quiet time, some silence, nothing, no noise at all? We seek these moments of silence in our life all the time. I think of our foundress, Elizabeth Ann Seton, and saints like her who are deprived of all the technology that we have today in our world. Their only focus was to listen to the voice of God, to follow His will for them, to complete that will, and to pray. We're all called to pray. You called to pray for the needs of your family, your friends, the people you love, for me. I called to pray for you. It reminds me of a story of a famous priest who one time had a moment or two, so he went to his chapel and sat there and prayed for the people just as he was called to do. And one of the parishioners came up and tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Father, I'm so glad to see that you're not doing anything. I have a problem I want to talk about." Prayer and silence. How important they are to all of us. Silence is a skill. It has to be cultivated in all of us. But how can we cultivate if we don't plant? How can we plant if we don't even give it a try? So let's try this week to find some space, some time to be quiet, to listen for God. Silence leads us to God. And the things of our heart that carry our heavy burden in our heart, they rise and God listens. Remember, Jesus says to us, "I give you the Holy Spirit." And the Holy Spirit will pray for you when you don't know how to pray. The Holy Spirit will groan to God in ways that you don't know how to do it. Time for our spirit to speak with God. We're going to afford that opportunity this week in 40 hours. For us to come before the Lord who calls us to come. "Come to me, all you who are burdened and labor are heavily burdened, and I will give you rest." We're called to come to this 40 hours this week, modified but meaningful. Different than what we're accustomed to, but a moment for us to really spend with God, to listen to His plan for us, to lay our burdens at His feet, to pray for our brothers and sisters who are ill, our brothers and sisters who are struggling, for us, for ourselves. Silence, often missed in our life. But let's spend some time together. Let's just be quiet and let God speak.